Hey guys, Prince of Mastodon here. Gonna cover some of the semi-final matches of the New Generation Tournament, which is a Rome Total War 15k CWB tournament hosted by GeneRombo of Antwerp of the LoA clan. So before we go over to the Rome Parthia matchup, I want to show you the observers here. GOA of LoA is using a peasant unit, but look at Torpedo's observation army here. A lot of pigs. So there is going to be a barbecue after this, I think. Look at those upgrades on these observers. So, the actual match, it's Julii Rome versus Parthia. And, let's see who commands what. RV beat. We saw him play against Torpedo in the previous round. Very great player. So he commands the Julii Romans. And then in command of the Parthians is that guy whose name I cannot pronounce. It's Pan. Why is it doing that? PanCiocia of LoA. So LoA versus RV, and again, these are newer players. They might have the clan tags. That doesn't mean they've been playing forever. That just means they joined a clan, and they are learning how to play. So this is definitely keeping in the spirit of the tournament. The new generation. So let's go look at the Roman army first of RV beat. Let's start with the skirmish force. I see a lot of archer auxilia and Roman archers. I bet it's going to be 6 Roman archers and 2 archer auxilia. The archer auxilia have 3 upgrades, probably, I don't know, all attack. And then the Roman archers, this one has 5 upgrades. The others might have 6, but that one has 5. But you can typically gauge the average amount of upgrades per unit just by looking at a few. As for the Cav force, we've got Roman Cav here. They're prepared to have 5 upgrades. Probably Roman Cav unit on the other wing as well. Yes, 2 Roman Cav. Wait, 3 Roman Cav. 2 Triaria, gold. That's a good idea against Parthia to help out against the Cataphracts. And then finally, we have 5 units of Praetorian Cav with, let's look at the commander unit here. Man, they're so bunched up together. Probably gold. So definitely a good idea to bring Triarii. Problem with Triarii, they're on foot, so it's gonna be hard to catch Cataphracts. But if it got bogged down in a melee fight, then the Triarii could come in and assist the Praetorian Cav. Now let's go look at the Parthian army, commanded by Pan. We'll call him Pan, for my sake. Let's look at the skirmish force first. Looks like 2 slingers and 6 archers. These archers have gold upgrades. Let's look at his light cav next. Gold Arab cav. Sometimes I say Arab cav just to enunciate better. This one has gold upgrades as well. So Arab cav against Roman cav. Infantry, he has 2 throwaway units here, hillmen. They can help in the skirmish fight or help towards the end when they need extra manpower. And it looks like 6 gold Cataphracts. So if it got down to a melee fight, Cataphracts would win, but you have to look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is in a skirmish fight, speed is just as important as strength. And the Praetorian Cav they're faster, and they can avoid fights with the Cataphracts. And they can run in and out and take out these skirmishers. So that's the handicap of using Parthia in a CWB fight, is they're slower. And you can avoid fights when you need to. You can tire them out and fight them when you want to. Now, I was told by GeneRombo that nothing happens for a bit and that I should fast forward. Nonsense! I never fast forward through a replay unless there's special circumstances. But since this is a live battle for me, since I've never seen it, I am not going to fast forward it. We're going to go through the action just like the players did and the observers did. So I'm excited. Just looking at the matchup, as long as Rome can avoid the cav fight early on and take out enemy archers, I think Rome can take this. But these are newer players though, so Rome might be tempted to fight the cataphracts regardless. But I think that would be a mistake if he did, because the cataphracts would rule in a melee fight. But yeah, as Rome, you want to be a little patient in this matchup and take apart the enemy skirmish force. But let's say the cataphracts were coming and the Triarii were right there. Then in that case, Rome does not need to shrink away from the fight. They can use their Triarii to take out some cataphracts. But again, the problem with Triarii, anybody can see these coming a mile away, so you can avoid that fight if you need to. The trick is to make him think that the fight is necessary to fight next to the Triarii. Alright. And I just want to put out this disclaimer. I'm using Facecam, or I'm actually using Bandicam for this, and it does lag a bit more than when I use Fraps, but ever since I installed Mad Max, I don't know what the problem is, but Fraps does not record replays very well. It lagged so much, way more than this. It's like unwatchable, so I had to use the Facecam. It's not because I'm vain, although I guess I could have turned off the Facecam. But you know what? We're gonna do it like this, guys. We're gonna do it like this. Now, I do like that Rome has stretched out his army, and he is overlapping the Parthian army. Like, he's completely overlapping the Parthian army. This is the kind of threat that Alexander the Great faced when he was fighting the Persians at Gaugamela. He realized just how long the Persian lines were. So he performed an oblique maneuver where he came at an angle, and he used kind of like a noob, like a mobile noob square to protect his flank from getting surrounded, and he used his Greek hoplites to protect his rear. But doesn't really have anything to do with this battle. I just wanted to point out a historical anecdote for you guys, because you guys know me, I like history, and this game is based on history. That said, the tactics that work in history don't necessarily work in Rome Total War. It's still a video game, so typically you want to use the best tactics that work. So these Archer Auxilii are getting some pretty good shots off on these Parthian counterparts. Alright, there is a fight happening on this side. And I missed some of the action. There were some horses lost, but it looks like only the Parthians lost horses over here. So Roman Cav got a good strike. Either that or the Roman archers got a good strike. Or Archer Auxilii got a good strike. So because Parthia didn't bring horse archers, Rome does have the missile edge here, because they have Archer Auxilii and Roman archers, but mainly the Archer Auxilia is what gives Rome the range edge in this skirmish fight. So place your bets based on what you've seen so far. Who do you think is going to win this fight? Oh, we just see a breaking Roman unit now, but I still think Rome has they have the army to win this fight, but they got to use it properly. But you know, that said, it's always a tricky fight, because Parthia can force the fight on Rome. If Parthia can track down the Roman archers, it can force Rome to fight. Because if Rome loses its archers, it doesn't have an army. So it's not a black and white situation. Oh, by the way, do you guys see how I hid the pause, play, fast forward feature in the replay? I put it under the face cam. Yeah, that's why I use face cam. Oddly enough, looks like Parthia is winning the missile phase here. Was not expecting that. And they're doing it with just their missiles. They must be, I guess, using focus fire. You know, that's where you concentrate on one unit, then move on to the next. The other philosophy is you spread out who you're targeting. You don't target one specific, you dole it out. But focus fire is pretty good. I don't know now. You know, I made my initial prediction, but right now Parthia is performing better with the skirmishing. But Rome still has a potent force. Those Triarii working with the Praetorian are no laughing matter. But Parthia has they have done well so far. Oh, is Parthia going to try to force a fight right now? Let's see. I like the way Parthia is advancing here. He is putting a lot of pressure on Rome. This kind of pressure could be psychologically unnerving. Oh, look at this! Were these hidden cav units that came out of hiding? Was that a tricky move by RV Beat to beat these Arab cav of Parthia? Nice maneuver, guys. I was going to ask you guys, do you think there's hidden units here? But I didn't see any units go in there when I was talking. So a great move by Beat. I always love a well-executed, you know, hidden move like that. It's pretty tricky to perform in Rome Total War. In Rome 2, it's less tricky. That's because in Rome 2, you can still move your units and stay hidden. But in Rome 1, once you move your units, they are no longer hidden. Okay, let's see. Look how close you are to these Roman cav. I wonder if RV Beat sees how close the cataphracts are, because he did not respond to these cataphracts getting closer. But look at what RV Beat's doing. He is tearing up the archers and slingers of Parthia. But they're just Roman cav, so we'll see how long they can last. But after that initial success, it looks like RV Beat is starting to equalize in the skirmish fight. But we might be skipping the skirmish fight. Look at these cataphracts moving aggressively forward here. And there is some separation between the Triarii and Praetorian cav. So yeah, Rome definitely needs to fight near the Praetorian cav. That's a given. With the Triarii. So Rome had some good moves with that hidden cav, but the way that Parthia is moving is artistic. It's beautiful to see how he moves forward and constantly threatens pressure on the Roman player. I hear a charge. Where's it coming from? Back here. No? Was that it? I don't know. Pan tried to hit the Roman cav. I don't know if he got any. Let's see. Looks like he struck 2 with the cataphracts. That's usually a hard move to perform too, taking out light cav with cataphracts, because the cataphracts are so slow. Alright, Pan has switched to wedge formation. I think he's preparing to charge. Excuse me. Now, these hillmen aren't going to be much of a force. Let's see what he's going to do. He's definitely avoiding these Triarii. So he recognizes the anti-cav threat posed by Triarii. And that's good. Always be aware. I mean, that's something you can't control, but if you can be aware, that's amazing. Like, tactically aware. Alright, here comes the fight. This is the fight. They're pouring all in. The Triarii coming in. Oh, Pan's going to get a nice rear charge on these Triarii. I try to take him out before they can help. Roman commander is the first into battle. Where is the Parthian commander at? Where is the Parthian commander at? Do I not see him? Oh, Roman flags are blinking here. Oh yeah, Parthian commander is stuck in the fight back there. Oh, they're surrounded by Praetorian cav. Roman commander goes down.
General is the perfect enemy.
Now, Rome won this fight. Parthia won this fight. The Triarii are still alive. And they have intercepted this charge by the Cataphracts. So the Cataphracts did not get their high charge stat in there because of the Triarii. So let's see if the Romans can capitalize. Ooh, Roman units are blinking here. But they still have the Triarii. But at this point, you don't need to fight the Triarii. You can disengage if you're Parthia. Speaking of which, Triarii are going bye-bye, it looks like. Oh, no, sorry, that's the Roman Cav. Oh, man, Rome. That was a great match, guys. So yeah, I predicted that Rome would win, but man, Parthia had the moves. The Parthian player was on point. Like, he won the skirmish phase, and then he did get suckered by Beat's Roman Cav hidden trick.
Your general has chosen cowardice and runs away.
He gave away a lot of archers and slingers.
How can soldiers fight for such
after
a
his skirmishing at the beginning, which he won. But I think with the way that Pan, I'll call Pan, with the way that Pan moved and just kept the pressure up on Rome, he forced that fight that Rome could not win. That was a good battle, guys. I am so pleased with these battles so far. So yeah, this was action from the semifinal, and I've got one more semifinal match to show you. I'm gonna watch that probably after I close this replay out. Amazing.